Hi pilots and co-pilots, Brian here. Today, as you can see, this most amazing aircraft I have in front of me here, it's the PBY Catalina. This is now a freeware model available on xplane.org, but until very recently was a payware model, and the developers or developer at hydros.net have released this freeware now. It's been updated to work correctly in X-Plane 11, and it's just a beast. It's awesome. So the PBY Catalina, which was also known as the Canso in Canada, it was an amphibious, originally boat aircraft, and later converted to be an amphibious aircraft that was made in the 1930s and 40s, and there were well over 3,000 of these made. And they continued in service, I think, in the military until the 1980s, and even more recently they've been used. They may still be being used as water bombers in firefighting operations around the world today. So today, as you can see from this outside footage, I'm actually in Nanaimo, at Nanaimo Collishaw Airport, CYCD. And the reason is that until 2004, there was actually one of these, at least one, I think there might have been two, in storage outside at the airport. They're looking a bit full-on. But in 2004, 2005, one of them was actually restored enough and flown all the way across the States, down from Canada through the States, and then back up the other side through into Canada, and then a long flight all the way across to, I think, to Ireland and then into the UK. And it was then taken to Duxford, which is a famous flying museum there that they have an airfield, and they restored it, and it's now back up and running as a flying model of one of the Catalinas. So we're inside the cockpit, and it's a pretty damn good representation of a Catalina cockpit if you've seen photos of it. I know some would say it's not, the most polished of interiors, but, it is exceedingly good, especially for freeware now, and for a payware model. All these levers and knobs and switches work. I can open the side window and close it again, and I can let some fresh air in and close that if I need to, and we can even open this up. I think, how many other aircraft have you got where you can open up the sunroof, hey? And we can see the engines above us. Two big, I think they're Wasp radials. Big beasts, quite scary to think they're right above your head like that, and you can see them so well, but great visibility. Absolutely wonderful visibility at this. I can see why it was such a useful aircraft back in its day. So, you can see the 3D cockpit, looks great, the outside looks amazing. Oh, and what's this up here? This is a fully featured aircraft as well. Not only is it a nice 3D model and great to fly, it comes with the ability to have easy settings to really help you if you're having trouble. It has a co-pilot. This is the one I want to show you today. This is one of the things why I've been flying this a little bit in the last couple of days. Not very well, but still trying. Because you can turn the co-pilot on or off and turn the notifications on or off. It has checklists all built in. You can work through those checklists and where all the different bits are and learn to switch them on and off. And their checklists and the manuals are also supplied in the download as well. It's absolutely brilliant. But the checklists are as close to what they actually used to use in the Catalina as you can imagine. However, you don't usually fly an aircraft like this by yourself. We do it all the time in flight simulation, but you actually have a co-pilot usually. So I'm going to take advantage of that. So here I've clicked on the co-pilot command there, and up comes the co-pilot command. There we go. And we're going to get the co-pilot to help us get up in the air today. This will make it a lot simpler for us. So it takes a lot of the problems of getting going with the aircraft, is that this is there to help you. So he's busy checking out all the settings on the tank, setting the mixture down, be doing all the trims, take note of several other things, manifold pressures, etc. So he's doing all the pre-start procedures here, setting the ignition correctly. Yep, magneto's off. The radios, so making sure everything's offset. Fire warning test. The seatbelt sign, I don't really think we're going to have any problems with a water bomber today, so We don't have any of that on. Carb heat. Yep, cowgirls. Yep, they're open. Brakes and wheel lights. Yep, anti-collision light on. So all the lights down here are being set. Pre-start checklist complete. Okay. This is where it gets pretty epic. So you're taking a note of the manifold pressure. Fuel boost pump on. There it goes. He's now going to get ready for the other engine. Let's have a look outside, shall we? I guess the only thing that's missing is a few plumes of smoke out of it, but that's it. It sounds like a radial engine running to me. Start checklist complete. Okay. Gonna do after start checklist. Let him get on with that. Just have a look around while he's going through that. Look at that. Here we are, engines running. Can't wait to get us up in the air. It's a very detailed landing gear you can see down there, tyre tread. It's nice. And if you can just see in, I don't know if you can see in, the detail on the engines as well. It's a very, very nice model, this. We're going to do our run up now. I might cut this short, but I'm going to follow it through a bit anyway. Which, how are we doing? My manifold pressure's kind of off the bottom of the scale, that's alright, but we've got yeah, temperatures, pressures are okay for both engines, and they both match. Carb temp is okay, a little lower on the left. Nice. Yeah, running engines up. Now, you have a full radio stack, but no GPS, of course. However, so it does require a little bit more planning in the flying than some of us are used to these days with nice GPSs. I'm actually going to do a VFR flight. I'm not actually sure what our altimeter is today, but I guess I should set that. It's probably going to be about 100 foot, I think, something like that. That's cheating, but that's roughly setting the altimeter correctly, really. And so if that's on 6, you know what, I'm flying totally VFR. I'm not going to bother adjusting my instruments right now. So it's doing the run-up routine right now. Well, the carb temp's much higher now. But I'll be honest, I'm bored of waiting for this bit. You can do this bit when you download it and try it. I'm going to abort my current checklist. And take my park brakes off, and away we go. I'm not going to crash wings, don't worry. They've checked this. close to the end of the runway here, so this will be quick for us to get up in the air. We're going to get clearance straight out onto the runway today, which is nice. Thank you, ATC. Let's do our before takeoff checklist. Controls are free. Oh, those brakes are pretty spongy. Carb heat off. Cowl gills as needed. Well, it's not that warm, but fine. No pressure and temps are checked. We're good. Generators on and checked. Yep, fuel left on left, right on right. Boost pumps on. We are ready. Oh, not quite. Okay. Probably going to check the seat belts again. Something like that. Harness secured. Okay. We're in. Strapped in. Safe. Boom set. Okay. Lights are on. That's important too. Pitot heat. We are ready to go. We are ready for takeoff. Okay, I'm going to slowly push the throttles forward. Keep an eye on our manifold pressure there. Should drop down a little as we get going. And ease back. And we are in the air. I'm going to look from outside. Right now we're using maximum continuous power. He's going to do the after takeoff checklist, which should... There it goes. Nice. Engines are set for cruise. Let's see if we can just... There we go. Set for max power again. We'll just keep climbing for a minute. One thing is this aircraft is, certainly at slow speeds, there's a lot of yaw. So you can see that I'm not using the rudder at the moment to try and collect because I chase it, and that's a problem I've been having. We're going to go just for a little lap round here. It's actually quite a challenging aircraft to fly. As you can see there, I'm corkscrewing all over the place. Look at this. Look, I try and keep it level. Now I don't know whether that's just a quirk of X-Plane 11, but according to that we're twisting. We're doing a lot of yaw there. It's not particularly nice. But anyway, we are in the air. See what we can do to adjust our engine set for cruise. That's great. Let's see what it looks like back here from the ground. There we are. Can't hear us, of course, from this far away. We'll close this out for us getting in our way. Away we go. Goodbye, Catalina. And we've got a nice stretch of water coming up here. What shall we do? Shall we try a water landing? I think that would be a good idea. Oops, don't need that. What we do need is bring up our co-pilot commands. I'm going to reduce the power quite substantially to get us down towards the ground. Well, water, not ground. And we'll just try before landing. Let's see. I know what he's going to do. I'm going to lower the wingtip floats. There they go. Mixture to auto rich. Landing lights are on. Yep, they're down. This is the first time I've actually done this, so let's commit it, shall we? Right. We're still at 100 knots. I'll drop some speed in a minute. Again, we seem to be yawing quite a lot. I'm not been keeping an eye on that, but we'll see. It's interesting when you get slower in this. So we're down below 100. I'll try and level off a bit as we get. Ooh, we're going to come in. Oh, that was a bit heavy, that. Oh, now we're bouncing, skipping off the water. We need to glue in. There we go. Oh, now. Okay, we survived. It's a little alarming, but we're okay. And we're down. Not bad. Not bad at all. I don't know why I'm putting my feet on the brakes because, well, we're a flying boat right now. So, what should we do? Should we just take off straight again? Yeah. Let's try it, shall we? Oh, I'm over gunning my engines there. Let's stop that. There we go. That's enough power to get us going. Got to get us unstuck, so lift, pull back. We need more throttle. There we go. Maybe we'll manage it now. There we go. We're away. My wingtips still up. Yep, let's just put them back up. You do that by using the flap settings. You don't have flaps on this, as you would imagine. We're away. We survived that. We're doing very well here. Right, I'm going to try and do a turn. I'm not very coordinated. Apparently I need more rudder, but that looks ridiculous. I'm just going to ignore that ball because that just... I think there's a maybe quirk of my setup of X-plane right now where I'm finding this with a couple of my planes. Super high sensitivity on that. Or maybe maybe something in my configuration is wrong. So anyway, we landed in Ladysmith Harbour there, and we have now taken off again. We are going to head back towards Nanaimo to do a wheel-based landing on the runway. Engines set to climb power, so we're not using... Now we're on cruise power. There we go, we're easing down now. I wonder if it gets louder if you open this up. I doubt it's got that kind of... No, probably not. Nice breeze anyway. Maybe we need a bit of fresh air there. We're doing a steady 100, just under 100 knots, 95 knots. We're about 1,400 feet, and we don't need to go much higher. So when they actually flew this thing down through the south there, I'll put the link in my video of the Catalina Society and their recovery flight of this, of the one that was stored in Nanaimo, because it has the legs that they did. I think I am going to do them over the next few months. I probably won't record them. That'd be a pretty long and boring flight for everybody to experience, maybe. And don't worry, I'm not going to do the 14-hour flight or whatever they did to get it to the UK. That's got to have been an epic and quite risky flight that they did. So yeah, they did this flight and they had to go down through the states. They basically had to avoid mountainous regions, so it involved going down and then back up. I know they've done that with other aircraft, but it was quite an interesting escapade they did, really. Certainly in a 60-year-old aircraft that has been stored outside for many, many years in Nanaimo. That's pretty brave in my opinion. But it looks amazing these days. There's photos of it out there. I'll try and put a link or two there so you can see that too. So let's get our co-pilot command there. So let's do before landing here. We are pretty high here. In fact, if we're not careful, we're actually going to be over speed. I'm not sure we can lose enough altitude here quick enough. Oh, we can. It's screaming in, but look, our speed's not picking up. Those wheels add some serious drag to this beast. That's great. We'll make it in. Gonna fair screaming down to the runway right now, but we're alright. Just as long as we can lose a bit more of our speed once we level out, we'll be fine. Again, a bit of this yawing movement. I'm kind of used to flying 737s and the like recently, which fly like they're on rails. This is much more seat of the pants type stuff. Okay. There we go. There's the threshold up there. Same for the rubber. A little bit of drift again. I'm not used to this. Coming down. We'll be on the centre line, but we're a bit askew. Ooh, bit of a bounce and another bounce. Whoa. Okay, I'm not sure quite what went on there. That's not my best landing so far. That was pretty shocking. I'm not sure why. Again, it's sort of pendulum weight from the back. I wonder if there's some configuration that needs to be done a bit more on this plane. The central gravity might be a bit far back, perhaps. But we survived. Not the most elegant of landings, I will give you that. We're down. Unfortunately, I did miss my quick turn off there. Just seeing how well the nose wheel kind of controls it. You feel like this is a heavy aircraft. You have to treat it gently, and I'm not. I'm throwing it all around all over the place here. So anyway, I'm just going to head this up to park. So I've finished my rather long taxiway there, so I'm just going to tell the co-pilot to finish the after landing stuff, which I forgot to do earlier. We're going to park up here. So he's just getting the plane kind of shut down. Well, not shut down, but the stage before. I'm going to bring us in around here. Probably not what we're supposed to do, but look at that. They should do a passenger service on one of these, shouldn't they? Here we come. Hope we can stop in time. These are pretty spongy brakes. have a last look at that. Cool. Go back inside. And I'm just going to do my last checklist here. We'll do shut down, and it's going to set the park brake for us. There we go. Can take my feet off the brakes. Checking left magneto. Just does a single check and then, yep. Check the other one as well. That'll stutter. Yep. Now he's going to shut the fuel off. Let's just be so we can see that. Cut the mixture. There we go. Start off the engines of fuel. All done. Wow. Thanks for coming for a flight with me on this. I'm quite intrigued by this craft. I don't think it's the easiest thing for me to fly, but that's what makes it interesting. And they certainly have had a varied history, these things, and are still around today. They're not super rare, and you know, I think various air collections have them around the world, and some are still in use. So go download this free aircraft and give it a try. And if you like the video, give me a like, leave a comment. Please go try it out for yourself. Let me know what you think. And subscribe to the channel if you like this kind of stuff. I do a mixture of things I find on X-Plane 11, or X-Plane in general, things I try, things I do, things I fail at, and just my general learning. So, thanks for watching, and for those of you who like my videos, I'll see you again soon on my next video. So thanks for now. Goodbye.